Smell what the flock is cooking. Flock up and flock off. Not you stick around because it's about to go down. You know, flock with the most energetic any in the Eagleverse. Here on a YAC with the Maniac session. I think I'm going to have to drop that most energetic entity because energy is low. The vibes are unimmaculate, whatever you want to call that. What is going on? I thought last week was weird, y'all. Yeah, you know what we're doing. We're getting into it. Like, there ain't no need to explain it. Yeah, you can tell them. Get yours because I got mine. I'm not even making sense. And I know this therapy session is needed incrementally. What does that even mean? Get yours. I got mine. Click it to take it. Bang, boom, pow. Pause it if you didn't. We in here and bleh. You know what this is? This ain't even the fucking Eagle Maniac class. Like, yo, things are just twisted. What's supposed to be in one place is not in that place. It's weird. Straight from the jump. Straight from the jump. It got weird. I just said this in the immediate Maniac react. I ain't even know views on that, so you don't even know I got into that. What is... So, Mega Maniac is driving. So anyway, we saw from jump, it felt weird. It was airy. It was like, whoa, what we saw from last week to what we're seeing now. Like Saquon Barkley wide open. It was like the complete opposite of the Atlanta last play. It's not the last play, but the pass to Saquon. Jalen Hurts puts it right on his body. It's right where it needs to be. 2-yard pass. I'm not trying to make it seem like it was one of the greatest passes of all time, but I'm just saying it was right there on him. Boom. And Saquon just brain fart, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. This dude's amazing. What? 4 games. 4 games with the Birds. 100 yards from scrimmage combined every damn game. Love what he is for the team. Love what Jalen Hurts is for the team, but we're going to get into that a little bit later. Because, I look at the world through equal color glasses. Jalen Hurts, that's our quarterback. But we're getting into a place. We're getting into a weird place. We've been here. We was here. We were there. But anyway, Saquon wide open. And this dude throws... Dude, it's not like we haven't seen him pass on the run. We haven't seen him throw darts on the run. I remember last time I went to a live Eagles game last year at MetLife versus the Jets. Your man's on the run. I'm with bro-in-law Maniac. He sees what Jalen Hurts does. He's like, bro, like, that's special. There ain't a lot of guys in the league could do that. Like, he's on the run. That Jets defense was crazy last year. He's on the run. He's on the out. And he just dots it. Boom, bang, pow on a line. Saquon Barkley wide open and do it, and it's like he's on the run and he went, what was that? It was weird from jump. It's weird things that the league has been weird all day today. Like it's what's going on is ridiculous. But he does that, and then I want to say, was it third quarter? It was right before that fumble, and we just can't shake this turnover bug. Like, a lot of times, I'm like I said, I'm a Jalen Hurts apologist. You know that. But it's like he's moving up and he's staying in the pocket. Give him that because that's what we want. But the dude just went by. Anyway, before, we're not talking about that play yet. Prior to that play, he throws this dime to Goddard out right on the sideline, like perfect touch right over the defender. And I'm going to point out these things here and there. But we all know at the end of the day, the name of the game is consistency. And today, there was none of that. Yeah, I'm bubbling. This is how to do it. I'm here for the wins. I got to be here for the losses, right, y'all? That's what we got to do as Eagles fans. If we're here for the wins, we got to be here for the losses. You feel me? And we showed a little fight, the Keely Ringo thing. You know what I'm saying? He showed it for the flub that he had, if I believe so correctly. Gordo Flacco told me that it was he thought it was Trotter Jr. I thought it was Ringo who ran into our boy Cooper. Look, we're forgetting names now. People are becoming so nondescript on this damn team. But Cooper DeJean, I thought it was Ringo. And Ringo, Isaiah Rodgers. The defense? What's going on with the defense? Let's get into it. But you know how to do it. Let's keep the maniac thing. Please like and subscribe. If you bought that fly, goes fly. Drop a comment in that box if you're flying with the flock. Even if you're not, do remember, join that maniac thing. Join that maniac thing. What is it? Maniac thing, know the gang. You see it. Yeah. I'm fried. Done. I'm not done. Never done. We can never be done with our birds, but our birds look done, well done, cooked. What the fuck? And let's keep the main thing the main thing. Hope this video finds you good vibes, good size. Fly Eagle, fly skies if you're not there. Hope this helps you get there. This ain't gonna help you get there. I can tell already, bro. We're dropping the moniker most energetic entity. Is that Zamir White? What? Who's that? Who's this freaking 19 guy on the Raiders, bro? This Tucker kid again. Fellow Eagles fan, Punky Maniac, Maniac Nil. He picked him in draft daily. We got this game in freaking DraftKings Daily Fantasy. Who is DJ Tucker? Am I forget? Yo, what a pickup. What a pickup. He's cooking us right now, just like the Bucks cooked us. Anyway, so let's get into it. Some points that I don't even know how I found these notes because I was sending things all over the place. But we're just gonna get into it a little bit because I know we're not gonna drag, not gonna beat a dead horse. We're not gonna keep it a drag. I'm gonna try to spin it positively towards the end of this, and it might be long, might be slight. So who's to blame? I saw like almost immediately after the game. Who was it? Locked on Birds, Locked on Eagles, Locked on Birds. You know them dudes. So they're like, I didn't even watch the video. I just saw it's time to fire the head coach. Was that a head coach thing? Did I miss something? And I feel like I missed a lot because, I had GA Maniac up here. He doesn't know what kind of fan he is. It's like, am I an Atlanta Falcons fan? Yeah, you live there, I guess. I don't know. With the flock. He's from New York, though. Whatever. Different. Shout out, class. So, boom. Got a lot of things going on, so I didn't see quite everything that was going on, So after the game, okay, Lane Johnson was out for whatever reason. I was under the assumption that he was playing today because he got into practice. Duh. Like, why would that be the case? Because A.J. Brown practiced yesterday. He didn't play. We down a lot of guys. So then you're going to have mad excuses. Please forgive me. This is just fresh off the top. But 110 degrees. They were playing in the same conditions also. I get it. But quite possibly they could be used to that. They made practice in these conditions. And then it goes back to what Vic Fangio was saying all training camp, off season, whatever, like practice more. Sometimes I feel like sometimes he does things to make a point. I don't know, but could we quite possibly blame him? Because after putting on that performance we did last week, that defense looked like, oh snap, okay, maybe we could get this right. That defense was, dude. Can you smell? Can you smell what the flock is cooking? Can you smell? What? That defense was basura grande, trash. Disgusting. We stunk. Point blank, period. We stunk today. It smells good, though. Damn, I didn't even practice that. I feel better. It smells better. And that's what we need. We need some infusion to make this thing smell better. We've got the bye week coming up. We're going to get, hopefully, Devontae and AJ back and get this thing back on course. But that defense left a lot to be desired today. I mean, because look at it. Let's just think about it. While Vic Fangio could possibly be to blame, I'm just posing that question to you. I don't know. I have no answers. It looks like they don't have any answers either. But let's just look at it like this. Hindsight. We have Devin White sitting on the sidelines, I believe $9 million, right? We have Huff on the field basically like he's on the sideline. I believe he's getting 17, right? 17 plus 9 is 26. What did Reddick want, y'all? Say it louder. Say it louder for those in the back. 25, right? He wanted 25. We got 26 million sitting out there producing nothing. What the fuck is we doing, bro? I felt we love Howie. Howie, I'm about to make a jersey, Howie. Oh, yeah. By the way, of course, this is like second jersey today. I'm switching, I'm moving, I'm turning corners, trying to make what's going to work. How is this going to work today? Regardless of what, we love Howie. We love Howie. Brought us up, part and parcel, the reason we have our first Super Bowl in the history of the NFL. But letting Hassan Reddick go is proven to be one of the dumbest things. Look at Ertz out here. Look at Ertz out here doing work for the flocking Commanders, Dougie. This is wild. He stepped out. Bring that back. Nah, but I need Jaden Daniels touchdowns. Anyway, so you've got that going on. And then speaking of players, speaking of a tight end, so we're talking about that and possibly Vic Fangio. Then you have to question the players. The players on the field, we look crazy. Once again, I preface this by the 110 degrees. Yes, I do acknowledge that. However, they were playing in the same conditions, albeit they may practice in those conditions, whatever the case may be. The players. We look like we had pianos on our back. We look like no one hooked the trailer. Like we're walking around with bricks on our backs. Like we were yards away, which quite possibly part and parcel could be due to Fangio's scheme. Something that we've all grown. What's the opposite of accustomed? We all look at in vitriol. We all look at that as it's trash. That playing off coverage stuff, like they saw that from jump. They saw it from jump. Denver had 7 sacks against these guys last week. We couldn't sniff. You know who did sniff from BG? The old head. Like, bro, I love BG. I'm not nothing against him, but like, that's the guy. And with all of these young bucks, that's the guy. However, so let's bring it to the players. And like I said, speaking of tight ends, God, it makes one of the craziest catches we've ever seen last week. After he missed Barkley, I believe he punted in the next drive. Then he hits Goddard. Boom, hands. It was wild out there. I even saw one of the who the flock was we playing today? I can't even flock and think right now. Doggy. The Buccaneers receivers, he was boxing the ball. He was, get off me. Stop touching me, ball. So yeah, he threw that out. But it's just for Goddard to make that mistake, and so many things could have translated in, but hindsight is 2020. Once again, I'm hooked on this fallacy of the predetermined outcome and all that. These things could have changed the game. So the players, but then once again, like I said, right after the game, usually I hop right into this YAC with the Maniac without looking at anything, but I needed pre-therapy. I was on the jack with Gordo Flacco for a second. And I saw that, once again, like I said, Lane Johnson was out, Cam Jurgens was out, Jalen Carter. I saw him on the sideline. I thought he was getting disciplined or something because like I said, I was entertaining, so I couldn't quite put the same attention to the game as I usually do. Plus, we were getting smacked, so it was like the superstition kicks in. Is like, okay, maybe if I look away, things get right. Is it me? Is it them? I don't know. I'm flocking nuts, right? So Jalen Carter was out. Cam Jurgens was out. We saw Blankenship walk off. I saw towards the end CJ walk off. And there's certain things I want to get into as far as he goes. Like, he clearly has become a target, I believe, due to his comments last week. Like I said, I thought Michael was bugging. But, it's a fraternity. And, like, for him to call out Derek Carr like that, I guess guys, we all guys. And, like, they definitely targeted CJ today. Because, people might talk trash, but he's a safety, dog. He did used to be a slot corner. But he's a safety now. For him to be one-on-one with Mike Evans is ridiculous. I don't know who to charge that to, whether it's CJ. Well, I can never blame CJ for being on Mike Evans. What are you doing here? How did you end up here? You here on him. Wild. And I just can't go at the kid, like, for that. Yeah, you hear this? Like, woosah. Even breathe. So we've got the players. Then so those were, I wouldn't so much call them the low-hanging fruit. Those are probably the factors that not many people looking at it will even consider looking at as far as the faults of what happened today. The players or Vic Fangio. Now we're gonna get to the meat and potatoes. So like I said, you had Locked on Birds, I believe it was, and they were, so like I said, the caption was, is it time to fire the head coach? Sirianni, I don't believe I saw what people saw. I don't know how this could be on him today. Went for it on fourth, and it was successful. We all got a little shaky, like, even the telecast said it. Oh, yo, he doesn't want to have to do it right here. And boom, steps back and passes it. Mama Maniac saying here, like, all I know is that they better not pass. She's usually like the oracle over here. She can call plays out of what. Like, no, chill, that's Mama Maniac. What are you talking about, dog? Relax. But Jobs backs pass. Gordo Flacco texts me. He's like, yo, the cojones for us to drop back no touch push. I was like, yo, the second we got there, I was like, yo, touch push 3 times. 3 times. One, third, second, third, fourth, down. Bang, bang, bang. What are we doing? We're getting cute. And I get it. It's a bit rough. Look at the Commanders. The Commanders are the best team in the damn NFC East. This is wild. Oh, man. Cuzzo Maniac. Dusty Maniac, if you're watching. Look at your squad out here. Cooking. Cliff Kingsbury. That's wild. Anyway, so, he gets it. 4th down, decision by Nick. Maybe it's something I missed, and over the coming days, it'll be revealed to me what actually, oh, was he down? Nah, that ball's out. So maybe it'll be revealed to us, or to me. You guys may already know. Leave it down in the comments if you know what they're talking about as far as the reason for Nick Sirianni being the reason. And then, of course, last but not least, Jalen Hurts is the one. And yeah, I switched into at one point I had so I switched from the AJ jersey, the away jersey, because I was like, lately, let me rock the away jersey while, they rocked home, because we rocked the home jersey today, because for whatever reason, the Bucks rocked their white, right? So I was like, let me rock the away jersey. I had the AJ Brown on, right? Things were ugly early. Let's switch it up. Let's put it on the black. Things started to change a bit. Then I had the Hurts baseball jersey on top of this. I was wild. We wild. You know how we do. I don't know if you do, but I do. I'm a maniac. If you are too, let it be known. EAGLES Eagles. Go Birds. Fly Eagles fly type shit. You feel me? Excuse my language. I usually don't do that. But yeah, he just looked weird in that first half. You flush that first half. We have a real chip. We outscored him in the. No, we definitely did not. Yeah. Turnovers are at their ugly head again. Fumble. He doesn't. The pocket awareness is weird. He's not like the dude just walked by you, and it's like he goes back to throw, and it's like, oh, funny seeing you here. You just saw me a second ago, bro. Like, it was just right here. He just went past you, and I get it. He probably figured the offensive lineman, because this offensive line does afford him a lot of the time. So, they probably got rid of him, cleaned him up, boom, bang, pow. We were in the red zone. That was after the 2-point play, and we could have cut it to a 1-possession game after being down 24-zip, which was quite amazing. So, certain things are working, but then it just got ugly. It got weird. It did not look like us. The defense did not, at least what I thought we should be after what we looked like last week. But it was just that short game was killing us. But let's stay focused. Jalen Hurts. Is Jalen Hurts the reason? What is the reason for today's loss? Is the Heat, Fangio, the players, Jalen Hurts, which is also a player, but you get me. He's the top dude. Sirianni. Who do we blame this L on? Or is it no blame at all? It's just what it is. It's NFL. It's a good game. Like Baker Mayfield out here going the flock off. Going off. I was looking at him earlier too in daily fantasy. He went off. The dude I'm going against in one of my fantasy leagues, he actually has Baker Mayfield on the bench. Yo, bro, but he's still killing me. Like it's one of those days. I hit on the, unbeknownst to me, I just found out, because I got to get positive. Because I can't spend this as positive, so this is a personal positive. This is wild. Am I that guy right now? I feel like I'm that guy. We got Minnesota beat the Packers, and that game was crazy. That was the dub. Out of nowhere, the bet that I forgot I placed. Like, oh, we got money in the bank. So that's good. I forgot because I'm a maniac. More often than not, I place a bet on the team we're going against. So either way, I feel good. If we win, I'm loving it. If the Eagles win, I'm loving it. If I win the bet, I'm not loving it, but it's like, okay, at least I got, a few extra ones over here. Like, yeah, because I definitely did it with the Falcons game, and that did not dissipate the anger that I had for that game. Last week, I put a grip on the Saints, and I was dumb happy. I guess you could say a fool in his money, right? Yeah, you can't say, therapy. This is what I need this for. Say it out loud to hear how crazy you sound. I'll put down on my Birds next week, man. And now, you know what? I heard that the Eagles, actually one of the teams that have the highest fan input as far as bet goes. Like, the team that bets on their team the most. I gotta get that in line because, and furthermore, like I said, I didn't place that bet today. I've been moving and shaking. We had company day and all that. Cooked a dope paella, by the way. Whoa, yeah, I'm so off track right now. Surf and turf paella. What you know about that? Yeah. And after that, a little bit of YAC. And to spin this in the right direction. Okay, so the positives from this is, like, you remember initially when the season started, and I actually liked the early bye week from jump just because of the trip to Brazil and the mini buys and other things that we have going down the line later. Did they just get an interception? Come on, Chargers. Nah, no interception. So yeah, but now, as it turns out, this early bye actually benefits us right now. Dealing with Lane Johnson. And then the other things that happened today. We don't even know what's going on with these guys yet. You might, but I don't. So we saw Reed walk off. We saw CJ walk off. We got Jalen Carter. We got Cam Jurgens. This injury bug is really biting us in you know what this year crazy. And to that end, I think it's time to finally, concede. It was that year, that Super Bowl run year, that we implemented the take it easy on these guys in the preseason, and that leads to better health. And we were one of the most healthy teams at the end of the year, and being one of the most healthy teams at the end of the year usually lends itself to being one of the most successful teams at the end of the year. And it was us and the Chiefs, and that was the case, right? However, Andy Reid's philosophy is working hard, going crazy, and that's how you build your callus. You hear Seth Joyner talk about this all the time. You build a callus to endure late in the season the things that are going to come your way. And it seems like, I'm leaning more towards that direction now. Yeah, I know I was trumping others side hard, but we grow, we evolve, we see things. You take data in, and then you put out new learned information. And then this is what has been acquired right now. Yes, I sound crazy right now. I don't know what the flock I'm talking about. Be that as it may, yeah, I think it's time to bury that, because all this protecting guys in the preseason, this, that, and the third, dudes, we're looking crazy right now. Like I said, once again, the guys that went off the field today was the guys that weren't on the field. AJ, Smitty, Lane Johnson. Then you also got Cam Jurgens getting banged up. Jalen Carter, I thought he was getting disciplined, but he was on the sideline looking crazy. I saw CJ walk off. Blankenship, I heard. I didn't see it. Heard he never returned to the game. So, yeah. It's time to get tough in the preseason. Get yourself ready for the damn season. You heard me? Like, how are the champions out here, the Kansas City Chiefs out here, putting in work in the preseason? Like, the champions are doing it. And you want to in order to be the best, you got to beat the best. But you ain't doing what the best is doing to get to where they're going. I know I sound super hypocritical right now, but I'm just saying, like, you look what they're doing, even though we all know there's more than one way to skin a cat. Regardless, the light at the end of the tunnel is that it's still early in the season. This is, in essence, our fourth preseason game. Let's call it that. We have a bye week coming up, and we could come out of that gangbusters. We could be healthy. We could have all the guys back, everybody back to where they need to be, and boom, let's take off, fly, Eagles, fly. You know what I mean? Because we've been spoiled. That's the other thing. Is that Travis Ford? Did I just get money? Yeah. Oh, I hope that was Travis Ford. Oh, I hope that was Travis. His name even Travis Ford. TJT. What a fumble. And picked up by who? 12? It's been a wacky day, bro. Oh my goodness. So we come out of this bye week, come out of this healthy. We've seen it multiple times before. Like, we've been spoiled over the last few years with 10-1 starts in consecutive years. You just don't lose. 2-2 is weird to us. We haven't seen this in quite some time. But we've seen, I hate to use the SB word, but just for context, just for comparison, even though they call it comparison a thief of joy, that's one of my favorite lines, right? However, we've seen the Bengals get to the top of the mountain, close to actually conquering, starting 0-2. You know what I mean? We've seen rough patches for the Chiefs starting season. So we've seen rough patches for the Pats for starting season. We've seen rough patches for, I don't even talk about the man. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, there is hope. We can do this. Keep hip alive. Inside joke for those that know. YK. Yeah, man. Like, it's not over. This day sucked. It happens. It's hard to win games in this NFL. It's especially hard for the Eagles to win against the Buccaneers, as it appears like this dude has been freaking gangbusters against the blitz this season, and we face these guys and we just crumble, dog. Like, the tackling, it legitimately looked like a carbon copy of the last game of last season. at least until the second half. We showed a little bit of fight, but like we're getting shedded off tackles. We're far away from guys. We're out of the spots. We're bumping into each other. We probably have the top 4, not top 10 plays of the week in this game. Like it looked crazy. However, because of how we showed up last week, it's so diametrically opposed. It's so wacky that you don't want to make excuses. Excuses, it's not a reason. These reasons don't excuse you. I get that, but the temperature, something that just looked weird. Be that as it may, man. Still fly, Eagles fly, 24/7, 360 fly. You already know how this thing goes, man. To the next time, make it your best time. In the meantime, between time, keep it a green time. You already know how I like to do around this time, about this time, at this time. It's always Eagles o'clock around here. Open your eagle eye, poke your beak, and give it a and ask these questions. What you gonna do when Eagle Mania swoops down and runs wild on you? We know what the answer was. I keep forgetting this team because I'm trying to PTSD this. Like, who did we just play? Losing my mind. I need my Genko Balboa. The Bucks had their answer, man. And they said, this is what we're going to do. You already know. But we always got to keep this energy. We love our team. And say it with me one time, man. We love this team no matter what. This is what's up. At least I do. I don't know about you. I know I do. EAGLES. Eagles. Flock and fly, man. Let's get the flock up out of here. Ugh.